Hi, I'm Skilla and this is Nerd Stuff with Skilla. Today I wanted to talk about the premiere of Marvel's The Inhumans, which is a new network TV show taking place in the Marvel Universe. I don't want to get super in-depth on the whole plot of the story, but just to be safe, I will have some spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and go watch it before you watch this video. Rather than taking place exclusively in outer space like most Inhumans plots do, about half of it takes place on Earth. We see Black Bolt, his wife Medusa, and two of their closest allies / cousins, Karnak and Gorgon, teleported to Earth by Medusa's younger sister Crystal with the help of Lockjaw, the teleporting dog. Gorgon was sent to find Triton, who is another cousin, and the other three were teleported to escape the clutches of Ramsay Bolton. Iwan Rion. All of the teleported family are in Hawaii trying to find each other and not be caught by Maximus's minions. There are a lot of problems with this episode. And if you want a fantastic explanation for why things went wrong, you should go check out Charlie from Emergency Awesome's video. I'll link that down in my description box, but he really went in depth on the planning problems that kind of caused Inhumans to go off the rails a little bit. I think that this show has potential, but there are definitely some blaring problems that have to be fixed in the next couple episodes to keep me watching. That said, I don't know if I'm going to do more videos on the rest of the season or not. I might, even if it is crappy, just to, talk about it. One of the big blaring CG moments for me is any time that you see Medusa using her hair as an extension of her movable body rather than, just sitting on top of her head like most of our hair does. I think that maybe they didn't think they were going to have the budget to continue using her hair throughout the rest of the season, so they cut it all off in the first episode. But it did not look good. It didn't look believable at all. If they'd used more of a mixture of practical effects combined with computer-generated images, I think that we probably would have seen a much more believable outcome, but we didn't get that, so, I think that they cut her hair off to save money in the long term, but if she had just been a little bit more restrained with her powers like Black Bolt is throughout the episode, then they wouldn't have had to spend so much money on animating her hair, and it really didn't have that positive enough as an effect on me as a viewer. And I imagine that most people probably feel the same way about that. I felt like it took away from the importance of her hair to her to have it taken away so quickly after we meet her and learn what her powers are. We get like 45 minutes in total for the whole season where Medusa has her hair. Now maybe it'll grow back super fast or something, who knows, but I think that they could have delayed it. I think that probably would have been really helpful and made me feel a lot more for her when she gets her hair cut off. Now, I do know that it happens in the comic books a couple of different times, but in the comic books, you've got all of comic book history to help you understand why that's important. With this TV show, you have, I think it's somewhere halfway through the episode before she gets her hair cut off. And I thought that was a big waste. And the CG was so garbage that, just give her, I don't know. I don't know how I would have fixed that, but it was a little ridiculous to me. There are other instances in this show of the, CG images not being great and really kind of disrupting your focus. I don't hate that we use technology to make impossible things appear on the screen. I hate when it's overused or used in a way that takes you out of the story. If you can tell a story without using a prop that's going to remove you from it, then you should always do that. Your purpose isn't to create something that shows off that you spent a lot of money on graphics. Your purpose is to tell a story. If you watch my videos, you've probably heard me talk about this a little bit in the past. The dialogue is also pretty bad. Again, I think that this might have been because of the odd production schedule, and maybe the writers didn't have as much time to work on dialogue as they would have liked to. And I can hear somebody right now saying, well, the main character doesn't even speak, so that shouldn't be a problem. Well, he's surrounded by other people and they should have better dialogue. That's my response to that. And speaking of our non-speaking hero, Black Bolt is a mega powerful entity. He is top tier. He's in the Illuminati. And anytime I've read a story with him in it, now I'm not a big Inhumans reader, but I read a lot of the major Marvel arcs, and he always seems like more of a domineering and ultra charismatic character. That's why he's the king, because he's so charismatic, he's so beloved, and also he's so freaking powerful that nobody can stand in his way. Just as you saw in the episode when he's tased and he has that whatever noise he made and it just blasts a car like 30 feet back. That's the kind of power we're talking about. An accidental uttering of an umph in this episode knocked back a, heavy ass police car. And if he actually speaks or actually uses his voice, he has the power to just murder everybody anywhere near him and people not even near him. He's super powerful. That's what I'm getting at. And I don't really feel like they drove that home. And I don't feel like either the script lent itself to him being this super often stoic and, again, domineering character. He isn't really giving that to me, and I don't know if that's the actor or the writing or the rush schedule, but I really have a problem with that. He should be the star of the show. He should be a presence. When he walks on screen, he should be a presence. Maybe it'll be better farther along, but as far as this episode is concerned, I don't feel like it was there for me with Black Bolt. And that is a shame. My other big problem is that we're supposed to be rooting for the royal family and against Maximus. Now, while Maximus clearly is a brutal and jealous person, his main qualm seems to be that there is segregation between the lower caste and the higher caste. Now, unless they turn this plot into like an anti-communist or anti-socialist like propaganda type plot, then I don't really understand why I'm supposed to disagree with that. I think that is really not going to be appealing to a lot of people. We're supposed to be rooting against the guy who's trying to help out the lower class. That seems a little screwed up to me. Now, I believe in the comic books, Black Bolt ended the caste system in Adelan, however the hell it's pronounced, and that makes him a character that you can root for. Now, if Black Bolt is trying to keep the caste system in place and remain the ultimate power and not give opportunities to all of the citizens of his kingdom, then I don't really want to root for him as much, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, if Maximus is for the people and Black Bolt is for himself, then why the hell is Black Bolt the hero and Maximus the evil one? Doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it'll change around. Maybe there's some ulterior motives other than just grasping for power that we're going to get from Maximus, but I really would like more depth from him and more depth from Black Bolt to show us why their perspectives are the way that they are and why we should be rooting for Black Bolt rather than Maximus. Given the option of ending oppression or continuing oppression, that I'm generally on the side of the people who are trying to end oppression. I do think that this series still has the opportunity to become a really good TV show, but there's a lot of things that need to be fixed in order for me to get on board with it. First off, I've got to see Medusa kick some ass. Like, she did a little bit in this episode, but she's a bad bitch, and she deserves to kick some ass in the next couple of episodes. I need to see Black Bolt be the legendary, reclusive leader that he is, and I really need a reason to hate Maximus other than that sausage scene. I hope they turn it around, and I hope it becomes a really fantastic show. I just don't know that it's going to happen at this point. Give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below with how you felt about the premiere episode of Inhumans, and make sure to subscribe if you want to hear about more nerdy stuff from me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.